welcome, welcome. We're in Tennessee. I'm Phyllis, and welcome to Hazelwood Homestead. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some game day things. First, I'm going to make the buffalo chicken buffalo dip. It's wonderful. You can eat it with carrots, chips, vegetables. And so we're going to make that today. It's not hard to do. It's really simple. You can use a rotisserie chicken if you want to use a rotisserie chicken. And it makes a really great dip if you use a rotisserie chicken. I usually have some chicken already cooked in my refrigerator. So what I'm going to do now, and if you do get some chicken, what you want to do is you want to take your chicken and you just want to shred it. You can do this with a fork. You can do this with your hands. You want to basically, I've already sprayed this little pan right here. Basically, you just want to get it in some bite-sized pieces that'll fit on the dip, on the chip really well, so that nobody gets this huge big bite that they can't handle. So just shred up your chicken. And like I said, you can use a fork. You can just put your chicken down there and just shred it up with a fork. That does really well too. I'm looking out there at my mailman. There's always something going on, somebody going by or something happening out there. So I had to take a peek out there at what was happening. You want to use about 1.5 pounds of chicken to make this recipe. And I'll show you this and I'll put it in the description box. You can double it, triple it. If you're having a big game day party and you want to take this dip, whoo, you'll be the hit. So you can just make as much as you want, or just make, some for 2 people maybe. You want to just make it for dinner one night and just have that. The chicken smells so good, and this is a easy recipe, not hard to do. Boy, I hope you've had this cool weather like we've had. We've had such a change in our weather. It's been so nice. The other ingredients we had a frost this morning, a good frost. The other ingredients you're going to need is a cup of sour cream. You're going to need some good buffalo wing sauce. I got the mild. We're weaklings around here. We can't take anything hot, but if you love it hot, get you some good wing sauce that's hot, because you're going to need 1/2 cup of that sauce. You can add more than that if you want to, if you really like that taste. You can add as much as you want. I want you to do this recipe. I'm giving you the basis for it, and then once you get the basis, then you make it however you want to. I was thinking when I was making it, I thought, well, I should have got a little pepper jack cheese that's hot. I love that pepper jack. And put some of that in with, you're going to need some cheese. You're going to need 1.5 cups of cheese for the recipe. And then put some on top. That just makes it pretty gracey enough to put on top. I've about got all the chicken that I'm going to use. And all I did, I bought me some like little chicken fingers that come in a pack like that. And I boiled these and I seasoned them very heavy, which you can see I've got a lot of seasoning on there. What I used for my seasoning on these was some garlic, of course. And then I put a lot of Greek seasoning and a lot of Tony chicory Cajun into the chicken broth to kind of spice up the chicken just a little, give it a little flavor. All right. Let me show you how shredded up my chicken is. Do it with your hands. Do it with a fork. You see how shredded up it is? Just in shreds. So that's what you want it to look like. Now the next thing you're going to need to do, we're going to add sour cream. 1 cup. This is what makes it so good. Is 1 cup of sour cream into this dip mixture. Now we are going to bake this on 350 degrees, but we'll get to that step in a minute. 1 cup of sour cream. We're going to mix that in. I'm going to take these gloves off now that I've got my chicken done. Sometimes it's just nice to have get you a big pot and boil you some chicken, and you have it on hand for anything you want to do with it. We're going to do 1/2 cup of the wing sauce. 1/2 cup going in. And you know what? I'm a funny cook, but I don't mess up another measuring cup. Why would I? Just use the same one. It's just got sour cream in it, right? That's what I think. Why get another container? You really don't need it. Now, the thing you're going to need is 8 ounces of cream cheese. So this is really getting tasty, isn't it, with the 8 ounces of cream cheese. Not only that, but into the recipe, the basis of the recipe, you're going to put 1.5 cups of shredded cheese. You know, you can buy shredded cheese, or you can grate your own. I kind of just like to do my own. I'm just funny like that. So you can just go ahead. I measured this a while ago. This is a little over 1.5 cups, but you know, I'm a cheese lover. What can I say? So I'll grate me some more for the top. What I'm going to do is kind of blend this in now. Just blend it together. I'm not going to add any salt, pepper, anything like that. What we've got is going to give it a lot of good flavor. I will sample it and see what it tastes like before I put it in the oven to see if I think it needs some more buffalo sauce. It might. You just never know. It could. So now I'm going to take 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I'm going to kind of cut that up. Take your cream cheese out, let it get to room temperature. It'll be a lot easier to blend it in if you do that. I'm just going to cut mine up and put it in and just kind of mix it in. Once this starts to cook in the oven, this cream cheese is going to melt really nicely, and you can take your pan out and you can go ahead and just, you know, mix it up a little better if you'd like to. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I mean, come on, you know. We're just throwing this stuff in here and making a dip for game day or for a party that you're going to have and you just wanted to take a dish. Let me throw this away. Now you can kind of take your fork and mix up your cream cheese in here just a little. Just kind of blend it in with your fork. This is going to be so good. You know, if you like, if you've had this before and you really like it, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like something you start eating it and you just like, I can't quit. And it's delicious on top of that. Really good, really, really good. Now we're going to cook it 350 degrees, about 20 to 30 minutes. And basically we're just melting the cream cheese. We're just melting the cheddar. I put cheddar cheese in. So we're just melting the cheddar cheese. I don't worry about how smooth it looks on top or how lumpy it is, because I'm going to grate some more cheese and put on top. I'm going to add more cheese to it. All right, guys. I think we've got her about ready to go into the oven. I'll kind of pat it down just a little. Smooth it out a little bit. There was a little bit of sauce right there I need to blend in. Let me get that blended. You look in here and see if you see something that needs to be blended up a little bit. And as you blend it, your chicken gets shredded a little more than it was. And I did spray my pan, if I didn't tell you that. I did spray it. All right. So here we go. I'm going to turn my oven on. And when my oven gets hot, I'm going to put it in. So let's turn our oven on. 350 degrees. I always have to make sure nobody's put anything in there. I told you I'm going to sample it. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take a little sample just to see if I think it's got, you know, everything it needs in it. That is going to be good. This says mild wing sauce, but it ain't mild. That is really good. This is a Kroger brand of Buffalo mild wing sauce, and it's not mild. I got a good bite of that, and it's really good, especially in cold weather to have something like this. Take it out of the oven, bubbling hot, and that cheese just. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I take it out. All right. When my oven gets done, I will be putting it in. I'll bring you back when I'm ready to top it with the cheese, okay? All right. Hey, I just took it out of the oven, and what I'm going to do now that I've got it out of the oven, you can see how wonderful it looks. See how delicious it is? Everything is kind of blended together. I am going to take, and I'm just going to kind of just stir it and make sure there's no big lumps of cream cheese or cheese. And I'm just going to kind of stir it around because I'm going to be putting it back in the oven with more cheese on top. So I'm just kind of blending it together now to make sure everything's good. And you can do the same thing. Now you can make this yours. You can put jalapenos, green chilies. You can just add it, anything you want to this. But boy, you'll be surprised. You think, oh, the shredded cheese, but you'd be surprised at the texture that the shredded cheese takes. It just, you don't even know it's shredded cheese. It's neat. So make this dish. Okay, there we go. I had one little piece of cream cheese. All right, now I'm going to sprinkle this on top. We're going to put it back in for about 5 minutes with a little topping of cheese. Just kind of spread that over it. Put a little more if you want. And I'll throw it back in the oven. Let me get the pan is really, really, really hot. So let me put it back in. For about 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'll bring it back out and we'll sample it. Here we are with our buffalo chicken dip right out of the oven. Can you see? The pan is so hot, but I hope you can see how good it looks. Ooh. Let me bring you up here where you can see it. Okay, we cooked it for 15 minutes, and then I added some more cheese onto it. And see how good it looks. Now we're going to try it. See how it tastes. Wow. We're just going to see if it's any good. We're going to see if it tastes good. I've got some chips, some scoops. We'll see. Let it cool off just a minute. Now, you can take blue cheese salad dressing, and you can just kind of drizzle it over it. That's what the recipe calls for at the end. Just drizzle that over. Just go back and forth with it and drizzle that over. I think it just gives it a neat taste. All right, that should do it. Just drizzle it on. And if you love blue cheese, just put a lot. All right. I'm going to try to take a bite. I'll try to take a scoop of it. We'll see how it is. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go right here. Ooh, I like how it just makes, it's not runny. It just gets on the chip just great, and it just, yeah, it doesn't drip off. It doesn't have any juice that's gonna run off. It's just perfect. I was afraid that it might be, you know, a little soupy. It's just a perfect dip. It's smoking. This will be great for game day. If you don't want the chips, the salt from the chips or the chips, get you some carrots, get you some vegetables. Cucumbers would be great dipped in this. I'm going to try to take a bite. I'm so hungry for it. Guys, you got to make this. I think you're really going to like it. You can put more cheese on the top than what I did if you want to. The recipe is going to be in the description box below. Thank you so much for coming to Tennessee with me today in my kitchen and being with me to make a game day recipe. You just can't have enough goodies to take to these game parties. So I hope you'll make the buffalo chicken dip and take it to your game day and tell your friends to watch me at Hazelwood Homestead. Please like and subscribe. Bye.